Hi, this is Elizabeth Johnson with Southern Embellishments, and I'm back again. I have a couple of flip-throughs to show you. I had showed you a large one of this that was like a, let me see, I think it was like a 6x9, and these are two little guys. They are 4 by 5 3/4. They're bound with the cinch, and it's got the bark colored binding on it. And one says salvaged. It's got the Tim Holtz little tag, the metal tags, and this one says expedition. And I grunged it up a little bit with the archival ink. And each of them have the metal embellishments. They're just a little bit different. This one has the metal flower here I put together with a brad. This has got the clock, and of course the hand moves on it. Makes it not the hand. It's got two hands on it. They move. And gears here. This is a brad. Little piece of ruler, contractor's ruler. What's nice about these books, and then behind here you'll see gears. You'll see another little clock, the tip of a clock hand up there. What's nice about these books is that they can be for, men, women, teen girls, teen boys, whatever. I've seen women and men like them, and of course all ages like them. So if it's not always easy finding something for men, but if he likes to journal, the guys like to journal, or like with my husband, I took and made a journal, and I put memories. We've been married for 38 years. It'll be 39 years in this August. And so I just took and went through memory lane, from our wedding day and different things we remember from vacations to, like the favorite outfits that he wears I like, to his hunting trips. He loves to hunt and fish, and put pictures in there of, each of these special occasions. And so it's just fun. You could take it and make a gift with pictures, or if your husband likes to journal or jot down notes or whatever, that's good too. This has got a clock face on it, and that is plastic. It's not metal, but the rest of it is the metal gears. And then I got these metal, I can't remember the name of the shop. It's a little Etsy shop. She's got a lot of the metal, it's like a metal filigree, and she's got a lot of the metal pieces that are just so beautiful. Every one I've got from her I really like. And I used the tissue paper and Mod Podged the tissue paper on and grunged it up. And on this one I used the coffee, the vintage photo, I believe it was, and the coffee. And I did put the tissue paper on the inside. And I used the Tim Holtz paper. It's got the gears, and it just makes it grungy, makes it kind of steampunk industrial, which again, guys and gals like it. I use coffee dyed paper throughout, and here's a little file folder that I took and cut it in half, coffee dyed it, and put it in there. I like that. Use some graph paper. You see that, which I never thought of graph paper as being really that interesting, except for people that actually need it for their job. But I have used it now in my books and journaled in it, and I love it because it's just kind of automatically keeps you writing straight without you even having to think about it. And that may sound crazy to some people, but for me it really worked. I tend to have a tendency when I journal this way, I turn it this way, I just kind of, however I'm in the mood, I kind of put it there. But this kind of keeps me on target, so I like the graph paper really well. And then every so many pages I put graph paper, and then I put a couple sheets of the craft paper. And this one doesn't have a lot of embellishments. Since it's so small anyway, I didn't want to put a lot of embellishments, believe it or not, on it. So it would have a lot of writing real estate on it. Otherwise, if I filled it with ephemera, there would be no place for pictures or writing or whatever. And then we bound a couple tags, shipping tags in there, and then more coffee. And then here again we have the craft paper, the graph paper, and I just kind of did that. It's almost like signatures, except they're not bound together like signatures. And then I paper clipped with the little Tim Holtz paper clips, which I love, love, love. And these shipping tags. And then, I made these dividers. That's why I said it's kind of like a signature as far as, I kept it uniform throughout. Every so many pages, graph paper, every so many pages, craft paper, and then one of the decorative sheets from the Tim Holtz pad of paper. Another file folder. So it's mostly the same than the tags. So it's all through, but it's got like I believe it's 50, 60 pages, something like that, maybe even more. I should have counted before I started the video. And then the next signature, for lack of a better word, even though it's bound different than signatures are. This is not just coffee stain. It has such an awesome feel. It kind of feels like a faux leather, and it's cardstock. And I use the technique, and you can find the tutorials on the internet on YouTube. But you take and you use balsamic vinegar and put it in there, and then put it in the oven, and it just gives it an awesome feel. I've used it even for covers as faux leather. I just love the feel of it. So that's all through here is the same thing. And then I think this is the last signature. It's got the gears on it with a little folder in it, the graph paper, the craft paper. So these have been very popular, and they're for sale on my webpage and my Etsy shop. And they have a lot of real estate in them. They're little guys. You can put them in your purse, no problem, if you want to carry it around. A lot of photos, memories could be stored in either one of these. And this is the same thing. Now these stick out a little further. I used just a little different tags. And this one I actually did little pockets. I took a 6x6 pad of paper and I made little pockets that are bound inside the book, and then added tags to them. Let me see if I can find the others I used. Again, the Tim Holtz paper for the signatures. This is, I took and put an envelope in each of the sections. I inked around the edges with the Distress ink, the coffee, and then I have tags in each one of those. I used the stickers, the industrial stickers there from the Tim Holtz sticker collection. I forget the name of it. This too, I put on the craft paper. So I added a few things. See, I can't stay without putting something on very long. I made it through one book, but this book I added a little bit more. And these are the little pockets that hold tags. This one I actually had for each section. I had a front and a back, and kept them in the same paper. Of course, this has the gears. On the front and back of that. And here's the little pocket I use for that, with the tags in it. And then here's the other envelope. These were just envelopes that, this is very soft, very thin envelopes. They came with a set of cards. And this, let me find it here, the other side of that is the last signature, like I said, for lack of a better word. And then I made another little flip pocket with tags in it. So each section has the same thing in it. Tags, pocket, graph paper, craft paper, just a variety. Again, a lot of real estate here for photos, memories, whatever you want to use. If you just want to journal in it or sketch in it, do your art pictures and photos in it, whatever you want to do. They're beautiful. They got a lot of possibilities. You can get salvaged or expedition.